In today's video, we're going to be talking about comparing things. At the end of the video, there's going to be a fun quiz that you can join in with, so make sure you watch right through until the end. Have a look at these two pictures. How can you describe these two people? Big, small, tall, short, fat, thin, busy, lazy, handsome, beautiful. They're all adjectives, they're all describing words. But how do we use these words to compare these two people? In this case, we have to use what we call the comparative form. And the comparative form for a short word, a one-syllable word, is made by adding er to the end of the adjective. For example, A is taller than B. B is shorter than A. Sometimes when we make the comparative form, we need to duplicate the final consonant letter. For example, A is fatter than B. Do you notice? F-A-T-T-E-R. We duplicate, repeat that final T. Or B is thinner than A. Again, we duplicate the N, T-H-I-N-N-E-R. When we're using the comparative form in a sentence, the next word will always be than, bigger than, smaller than, fatter than, thinner than. Now let's move on to some two-syllable adjectives that end with the letter Y. In this case, when we make the comparative form, we need to kick out the letter Y and change it to I. We can then add ER as we were doing before. A is busier than B. B is lazier than A. As you can see, Y changes to I, and then we can add ER as before.
Now let's look at some longer words, two-syllable words that don't end in Y, three-syllable words and four-syllable words. In this case, we don't add ER, we put more in front of the original word. A is more handsome than B. B is more beautiful than A. English is more difficult than Thai. English is more interesting than math. Football is more exciting than tennis. We have few exceptions. Let's talk about them, like the word good and better, bad and worse, far, farther and further. But how about when we want to compare more than two? If we want to compare 3 or 100 or 60 million, we need to use the superlative form. When we compare more than two things, we will add est at the end of the short word. Like this: C is the biggest, A is the oldest, B is the fastest. Notice we say the biggest because however many we compare, there is only one which is the biggest. So we use the definite article, the.
Don't forget we still have the same exceptions as before. So good becomes the best. Bad becomes the worst. And far becomes the furthest or the farthest. Now everyone, to finish this lesson, we're going to play a little game. And in this game, we're going to spin the wheel and we're going to pick a category, and I'm going to give you 3 things to compare. You can play along to this game at home. I'll give you a countdown after we've chosen the category, and then you can see if you get the correct answer or not. I'm going to play the game as well, so if the answer is not correct, I will get a point. If Teacher Romy gets the correct answer, she will get a point. So, it's going to be fun. If you're ready, let's begin with the first category. Spin the wheel. Whoa. And the first category that has been chosen is rivers. So let's look at our 3 rivers. We have the Yangtze River, the Amazon River, and we also have the River Nile.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the Yangtze is longer than the Nile. However, the Amazon River is the longest of them all.
Was that the correct answer? No, I don't think so. We're comparing 3 buildings in Bangkok. We've got River South Tower, we've got Mahana Khan, and we've got Bio Tower. Time starts
10,
now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time's up! Time's up!
Bio Tower is taller than River South Tower. However, Mahana Khan Tower is the tallest of them all.
Was that the correct answer? Yes, it was the correct answer. Well done. Wow. And in this category, we're going to be looking at the cost of living in 3 cities in the world. And I'd like to know which one is more expensive, which one is the most expensive. So we're comparing the cost of living in the following 3 cities: Hong Kong, Bangkok, Tokyo.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hong Kong is
0.
more expensive than Bangkok. However, Tokyo is the most expensive of them all.
Is that the correct answer? No, it's not the correct answer, but never mind. The correct answer is... Let's look at our 3 rich people. We have Donald Trump, we have Mark Zuckerberg, and finally we have Bill Gates. Time starts now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
So
1.
Mark Zuckerberg is richer than Donald Trump. However, Bill Gates is the richest of them all.
Is that the correct answer? Yes, it is the correct answer. Well done. And a bonus question for all the Thai people listening. How about these 3? Number 1, Smile Club. Number 2, Boomerang. Number 3, Prik-Kee-Noo. Which one is the newest? Did you get the correct answer? But to practice our comparative form and our superlative form, I'd like you to use a model sentence like this. A is bigger than B, but C is the tallest of them all.
Mark Zuckerberg is more rich than Don. Or I was like, more. I was like, Jesus, what am I saying?
It's the bright lights.
See, I focus so much on the.